Welcome to your Pilates Punx workout today. I thought I would do something a little obnoxious and extra. If you are not living in Los Angeles, you're gonna hate me, I guess. It's 73 degrees, it's January 20th, and I decided to work out outside in shorts and a t-shirt. I know, it's crazy. I'm a girl from Massachusetts, and I've been living in LA for like 8.5 years, and this is not lost on me. This is why I moved here. But anyway, I'm gonna have my Vans in my shop with that hope that like one day Vans and Pilates Punx will team up and we'll make like these purple and black and white checkered Vans slip-ons for all instructors and Pilates lovers. Yeah, girl can dream. Anyway, I feel like working my abs today. So we're doing a 25-minute ab workout, and we are going to set that timer 25 minutes, and we're just going arms. Let's do a little arms and abs, abs and arms. Let's get started.
All right, go ahead and lay down on the mat. We want to have our knees bent and our feet are planted on the mat. Our arms are long past the hips. You want to make sure that you have your rib cage knit, your back is nice and long on the mat, and our knees are in line with those hip bones. Take a nice deep inhale, drawing that breath out to the sides of the ribs and into the upper back. And then we exhale and sink that navel to spine. Again, deep inhale, filling the lungs up completely with that breath. As we exhale, sink that navel point back. Make sure your lower back is not arching up off of the mat. You might need a little tuck of the pelvis to imprint the spine if you feel that little bubble under the back. Again, nice deep inhale. We're going to lift the hips up into a bridge now. Exhale, take the arms up and over. Keep the arms reaching back as we round down one vertebrae at a time. You'll lengthen your tailbone onto the mat, and then we exhale and draw the arms down. Again, inhale, fill the lungs up as we lift up. Exhale, empty the lungs as the arms go up and over. Inhale, refilling the lungs as we round down one vertebrae at a time. We exhale out all that breath as the arms lengthen by our side. Inhale, hips lift. Exhale, arms. Keep the arms reaching back. We have a two-way stretch as we lengthen the tailbone forward. And then we exhale and draw the arms down. Inhale, hips lift, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, arms go up and over. Keep the arms reaching back as we round our way down one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, draw the arms back down. We're going to lift the legs up to tabletop, and we want to keep this same bend in the knee. We hinge from the hip, lowering the right leg forward. Tap the mat and lift. Left side, we hinge to lower and we lift. Right side again, hinge to lower, tap that mat. Exhale, lift. Left side, hinge to lower, tap and lift. Right side again. And then the left. And we can also make it more of a challenge by doubling up. So we do a double leg lower and lift. If that's too much, just go back to alternating. But we want to make sure the lower back is not arching up and off of the mat. We want to use that navel to spine connection to draw back up. Hinging to lower on our inhale. Exhaling to lift right back up. Inhale forward. Exhale to lift. Make sure that back is not arching. Again, inhale forward, exhale, draw back up, sink that navel to spine, and then you can relax the legs back down. Feet are planted hip bone distance apart. Right in line with those hip bones on our inhale, chin towards chest, we round our way all the way up. We're going to sit up nice and tall at the top, and then find that C curve, get that scoop, and slowly round all the way back down. Your neck and head are the final thing to draw back. Again, we want to round up, keep those feet firmly planted, chin towards chest, rounding up. Sit tall, find that C curve, get that scoop, and slowly round all the way back down. Neck and head are the last thing to draw back. Feet stay firmly planted, chin towards chest, round your way all the way up, sit up tall at the top, and then find that C curve, get that scoop, and slowly peel your way all the way back down. Neck and head are the final things to come back. Chin towards chest, rounding up, sit tall at the top, and then find that scoop of the belly. We really want to control with the abs as we round our way all the way back down. Neck and head draw back into the mat. Chin towards chest, rounding up, find length in your spine at the top, and then find that scoop, relax the shoulders, and slowly peel all the way back down. We're going to lift the legs back up to tabletop for our hundreds. Round up through the chest, option for long legs. We pump the arms. If your legs are long, your heels are together, your toes are apart. We're pumping the arms as we gaze at the belly button. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your gaze right at that belly button. Sink the navel to spine deeper as you exhale. We want that movement to come from the lats at the base of the shoulder blades. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull the legs to tabletop, relax the neck and head back down, lower your feet down on the mat. We're gonna grab our weights now, and we wanna make sure our back is nice and flush on the mat. Lengthen the arms up over your shoulders, and then we bend the elbows to draw the hands towards your ears and lengthen back up. The palms face in towards one another. We can make it more ab work by lifting the legs to tabletop. And we bend the arms to a 90-degree bend and lengthen back up, squeezing through the back of the arm. Make sure your back is not arching up off of the mat. You want to keep that navel to spine connection to hold that back nice and flush on the mat without any strain. Bending to 90 degrees and lengthening the arms up, bend and extend. Breathing through our work here. And the arms are going to lengthen. We're going to flip the palms up, lift that chest up, curl the arms to a 90-degree bend as you lengthen the legs forward and lengthen the arms as you pull the legs back to tabletop. If that is too much with long legs, just hold the legs in tabletop. Try to keep that chest lifted, keep that gaze right at that belly button, curl the arms just to a 90-degree bend and then lengthen back out. We're getting into our biceps with this arm movement. Curl it up and lengthen it out. Legs go long as the arms curl, knees bend as the arms lengthen. Oppositional movement. Breathing through it, hold it here, legs are long, arms are curled, and then lengthen the arms, bend the knees, relax the neck and head back down. Take a second, we're going to round our way all the way up to sitting up nice and tall, and then we want to crisscross the legs, find lots of space between the base of the rib cage and the hips, get that abdominal connection as you're seated, arms are rounded out to the side with our weights, and we reach the arms forward like we're hugging around a big tree and open the arms up. Drawing out to the side, make sure your arms don't go behind your spine. Now, you're thinking, this is an ab workout. We're just working our arms. That's not true. You are finding that core connection as you're seated. It takes work to sit tall and not slump in that seat, and you get that rib cage knit as we are moving the arms. You want to make sure that the elbows are not moving. We're getting that work from the shoulders. We take it up overhead. And we're reaching those arms up and overhead. I'm cut off by the camera, but I want you to make sure you're keeping this nice rounded shape. We're framing the face as we reach up and over, and then we open the arms up with that same nice rounded shape to the elbow, and we are not lengthening and bending the arm. We're moving from the shoulder. Reach up and over, frame the face, and float those arms open. Again, reach up. Remember, we're still sitting tall and have that navel to spine connection. We can lower the arms down and relax. We'll set those weights aside. From here, we are going to make our way to laying down, and you're welcome to use a band if you need a little support for the hips. And the left leg will be long on the mat. Our right leg is going to go up to the ceiling, and if you are using a band, we can place that band around the arch of your foot. The right leg is lengthened up. And if you don't have a band, the arms are by the side. If you do have a band, you're hanging on to one end on each side. Your heel is towards the midline, toes are facing out. We go across the body, back in line with the hip, and we lift straight up to the ceiling. We're drawing a half circle with our leg, and my foot is cut off, but I want you to know that I do have that external rotation the entire time. You want to make sure your arms are not moving with that band. After our fifth one, we reverse straight down, go across the body and back up. Keep your hips anchored on the mat. Sink the navel to spine to lift the leg up. Straight down, go across the body and back up. 2 more in this direction. Last one, lower straight down, go across the body, back up to the ceiling. And then we're going to switch to the other leg. We want the left leg to go up, the right leg is straight out from the hip, and we go across the body, back in line with our hip, and we lift. Keeping our left hip anchored, sink the navel to spine. Again, across the body, back in line with the hip, and lift. Keeping that nice navel to spine connection, making sure our lower back is not arching up. Across the body, back in line, and lift. 1 more in this direction, then we reverse straight down, go across the body and back up. Inhale, in line with that left hip, go over to the right and back up to the ceiling. Make sure your hips are staying anchored, your lower back is not arching up. We want to lower straight down, go across the body and back up to the ceiling. And then we can go ahead and take our foot out of that loop and set it aside. We're going to grab our weights once again. Lengthen the arms up over your shoulders. We want to have that navel to spine connection. Palms are facing forward, feet are planted. We sweep the arms down long past the hips, and we float the arms up, pausing the hands over the shoulders. As we're here, we want to connect into the back. You are not letting your lower back arch up. We're also getting that upper back really firm on the mat. Arms are sweeping down long past the hips, and we float the arms up, pausing right up over the shoulders. Inhale as the arms sweep down. Exhale as the arms float up. Breathing through that work, sinking that navel to spine. And we can add a chest lift in for more of a challenge. As the arms sweep down, the chest lifts up, we gaze at the belly button. The arms float up, and we lower the neck and head. Again, chin towards chest, we round up, gaze at the navel point, and we lower back down. We're going to continue along with this, and if you are feeling like this is putting too much tension into your neck, you can just keep with the head down. Otherwise, the chest is lifted, and we're going to continue holding our lift as our arms are sweeping down and floating back up. We want to get that little fold to the base of the rib cage if you have that chest lift, and we want to make sure the arms do not go above and behind the shoulders. You stop directly over your shoulders. And on this last one, we can lower the chest back down as we float the arms up. We're going to lift the legs to tabletop, and we are from here lengthening our left leg out. Inhale, sweep the arms down to the side, go out and circle up to the ceiling. Go straight down past the hips, out to the sides, and up to the ceiling. Big arm circles here. As we have that left leg long, you should feel that left oblique firing up. You want to make sure your right knee has not pulled closer into you to compensate. We have that right leg in tabletop with the length in your left leg. Arms go straight down. We go out to the sides and up to the ceiling. Relaxing the shoulders, keeping that nice navel to spine connection. Straight down, out wide to the side, and back up. Inhale it down, go out to the sides, come back up. Pull the left leg to tabletop, right leg long, reverse your circles out to the side, into the hips, up to the ceiling. Out wide, into the hips, and lift straight up. As we're here, I want you to make sure that you are not letting your back arch up off of the mat. You're keeping that navel to spine connection. You are keeping your right leg long, your left leg is in tabletop. We're circling the arms, keeping that nice work and that right oblique. Arms go out to the side, into the hips, float the arms up to the ceiling, breathing through it here. The right leg can come to tabletop, and we're just going to round up, sweep the arms down, extend both legs long, and hold it here. Firing up the abs, keeping those lower abs working. We pull the legs back to tabletop, and then we lower down as the arms float up. Plant the feet, and we're just going to bend the elbows wide and lengthen the arms over the chest. Back is still nice and flush on the mat. We're still engaging the abs as we go back into some arm work. The elbows bend out to the side, and we lengthen the arms up. Bending and extending. Relax the shoulders. And as we're here, I want you to really take it slow. Find that resistance for yourself. Bend and extend. Bending and extending. Breathing through it. Finding your own resistance, and we can lengthen the arms back down, set your weights out of the way. Chin towards chest, round all the way up to sitting. Try to keep those feet planted. And we're going to flip over and lay on our stomach. We want to have our hands underneath our shoulders. Our elbows are going to be tucked back. Our heels are together, toes are apart, forehead is flat on the mat. On our inhale, we lift the chest up, press the pelvis into the mat. We exhale and lower. Again, inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Making sure that you're not using your arms to push you up. We're going to press our pelvis into the mat and use our lower back extensors. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Make sure you're not changing the shape of your neck. Your neck stays long, your head is only lifting because your back is moving. Grab your weights here, arms go out to a T, hover over the floor, sweep the arms back as the chest lifts up, and take the arms out wide to a T as you lower down, hovering the arms the entire time. So as you're here, we want to, again, keep that neck long, press the pelvis into the mat, use your lower back extensors, arms sweep back as the chest lifts up, and arms go wide as the chest lowers. We can set the weights down, and let's go ahead and set up for a plank. You can be on the elbows or long arms. Elbows or hands are under the shoulders, and then we lengthen the legs back and we find our plank position. You can also be on the knees for a modification. I'm going to keep that upper back filled up. Make sure that you are not letting that the hips sink down, the lower back arch, or the butt lift up and coming out of that work. Holding here, breathing and holding, and then we can lower down to the knees and set back into a child's pose. Round up one vertebrae at a time. We'll make our way to a seated position for rolling like a ball. You want your knees to be as wide as your shoulders, but the heels are touching. Grab to the outsides of your ankles, rock back onto your sacrum, and we're going to roll back to the base of the shoulder blades, scoop the abs in and up to come back up and find your balance on your sit bones. We're rounded here, so you want to make sure that you really keep that C curve. We are actively working the abs to draw ourselves back up. We're not flinging ourselves forward for momentum. We want this to be a little bit of a spinal massage, and then you scoop the abs in and up to come back up. Keep your heels very close to the tush. Don't let your legs fling forward. The heels are together. Your knees are only as wide as your shoulders. Your elbows are wide and lifted. Then we can add a little bit more of a challenge. Reach to the insides of the ankles, extend the right leg long, and then bend it in left leg long, bend it in two legs long. Hold on to your ankles, see if you can roll back here and come back up with long legs, our open leg rocker. The legs are only as wide as the shoulders. And if you are having trouble, you can go back to your first version of your rolling like a ball instead of the open leg rocker. When you come up, you might need to open up through the chest and find a flat back to draw the sternum forward to catch yourself. And then we can lower down, scoop back, sit with long legs. Your feet are hip bone distance apart, arms reach forward, scooping the abs in and up. We forward fold to reach to the feet. And we restack and sit tall, shoulders over the hips. Rib cage goes up and over the hips as you forward fold. And then we restack. Make sure we're not collapsing onto the legs. Active C curve as we scoop. We activate the abs to reach forward and we stretch that thoracic spine. And then we restack. Again, scoop and reach. And restack, sit taller. Scoop those abs in and up, feet stay flexed, and restack. Open your legs as wide as your mat. And from here, we want to take the arms out to the side. We're going to sit up nice and tall, and we're going to twist from above the hips to the right, forward fold, reach the outside of your right pinky toe. Untwist, sit taller. Twist to the left, forward fold, untwist, sit up in the center. Twist to the right. Look at your back palm, it's rotated up to the ceiling. We untwist. Twist to the left, forward fold, back palm is rotated up. We're going to go to the right again, and untwist, sit taller in the middle. Twist to the left again. Untwist, sit taller in the center. Twist to the right, forward fold, look at your back palm, add a little sawing movement. Untwist, grow taller. Twist to the left, forward fold, add those little saws. Untwist, sit taller. One more each way. We can add that little sawing pulse. Untwist, make sure we're twisting from above the hips. Add that sawing pulse. Untwist and relax your arms back down. We're going to grab a single hand weight. We're going to make our way to our hands and knees. The right hand grabs the weight. Your hands are under the shoulders. The knees are underneath the hips. We can get more of a challenge for the abs by lengthening the left leg back, but we want a flat back and a core connection first. Right hand has our weight. Left leg can go long. And we sweep that right arm back in line with our hip. We tuck our elbow into the side. We bend our arm to a 90-degree bend and we lengthen. Now, if the leg being lifted is too much, lower your knee down, focus on just the arm. But we want to find that core connection. Your hips are even, your shoulders are even. You're going to make sure that you're not letting your lower back arch. As we're here, we want that elbow to be tucked closely into the side so we can get that squeeze through the back of the arm. Bend to 90 degrees and extend. Flip your palm up to the ceiling. Pulse your arm up, 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 up towards the ceiling. We're going to lower the weight down. Left leg long, right arm forward. The elbow and knee meet underneath you and we lengthen back out. Scoop through the center as the elbow and knee meet and we lengthen back out. Scoop and lengthen. Breathing through our work. We lower the hand, we lower the knee. Round for a little stretch in a nice cat position. Come back to your neutral spine. Left hand will get our weight. And we have that option. Right leg can be long. As we sweep that left arm back, the left elbow tucks into the side. We bend the arm to a 90-degree bend and we lengthen. Bending and extending, we want to make sure that we are not letting that lower back arch. We're keeping that elbow tucked closely into the side. We squeeze through the back of our arm. Bending and extending. You want to keep that upper back filled up. We want to keep our hips nice and even. We fire up that left tricep. We are using our abs. We flip that palm up to the ceiling as the arm is long. We pulse that arm up, 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 up. We lower the hand down, lengthen the arm, elbow and knee meet in and underneath us, and we lengthen back out. Elbow to knee, and we lengthen back out. Get that scoop through the belly and lengthen, breathing through it. You want to get that crisscross across, and then we can lower the hand, lower the knee, and reach the arms forward as we sit back into a child's pose. Rounding up one vertebrae at a time, set your weight out of your way, and we are going to be on your hands under your shoulders for a little modified push-up action here. We're going to find a plank from the knee up to the shoulder. Hands are under our shoulders, the knees are drawn together, and we're going to go ahead and lengthen back our right leg. And we bend the elbows in towards our side, and we lengthen for this little oil rig push-up here. We want that right leg lower, staying lifted as we lower the chest down, and we lift back up through our push-up with our arms. Lower your right knee. Then the left leg goes long. And we are keeping our elbows into the side as we lower and lift once again. Get that squeeze through the back of the arm. Make sure your lower back is not arching. Bending and extending. Keep that upper back filled up. Breathing through it. Bend and extend. And then we're going to step both legs back. And we're going to find a long arm plank. You can be on your elbows if this is too much for your wrists. Make sure you're not locking out the elbows or the knees. Finding that nice long plank, and then we can lower the knees down and sit back on our heels for a child's pose. Round up one vertebrae at a time. Yay, arm work. Flex your muscles, it feels good. We're going to do our series of 5 here. Lay down on your back. We're going to pull the right knee into the chest. We want to take our outside hand on our ankle and our inside hand on the knee. Make sure you are not doing the opposite because we don't want to tweak that knee out. Chest is lifted, left leg is long, and we switch to the left. Outside hand on the ankle, inside hand on the knee. The hands switch. Right hand, right ankle, left hand, left ankle. Inhale, right leg comes in, and exhale, switch. Inhale, right leg comes in. Exhale, switch. Pull that right knee in, chest stays lifted. We exhale and we switch. And then we pull that right knee in one more time, switch to the left, pull both knees in, relax the head down. Take a second, hands are on the shins, chest lifts up. Inhale, arms reach back, legs go forward. Exhale, hug the knees in. Inhale, reach, arms are in line with the ears. Exhale, navel to spine, hug the knees in. Inhale to reach, keep your gaze at your belly button, hug those knees back in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw back in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug the knees. Relax the neck and head. Right leg's up to the ceiling. Grab high up towards your ankle. Chest is lifted. Left leg is forward. And switch to the left. 2 long legs. Inhale, right leg up. And we exhale, switch. Inhale, right leg comes up. We exhale, switch. Keeping your gaze at your navel point. You want to make sure your shoulders are not hunching up towards your ears. And after our 5th one, we relax down. We can make a little diamond shape with our hands if you need a little support for your lower back. Otherwise, hands go behind the neck and head. 2 legs up to the ceiling. Chest lifts up. Lower 2 legs down, and we lift back up. Inhale, lengthen and lower. We exhale, draw back up. Inhale, lower. We exhale, lift the legs up to the ceiling. Reach long out of the hips. Sink the navel to spine to lift. Inhale, forward. Slowly lift all the way to 90 degrees and relax back down. Hands are behind the neck and head. Right leg's pulled in, left leg's long. Lift up and twist the left shoulder to the right knee, and we switch to the left. Inhale, up and over to the right, and then the right shoulder to the left knee. Left shoulder over to the right knee. Right shoulder over to the left knee. Twist from above the hips. Your hips stay anchored, and switch. Inhale, up and over to the right. Exhale, up and over to the left. Up and over to the right, breathing through it, hold. Up and over to the left, breathing through it, hold. And we relax back down. We're going to continue to work on those obliques. Your feet are hip bone distance apart. We want to have the arms long into the mat. We lift up into a bridge. We extend the right leg up to the ceiling. Keep your hips even as we lengthen and lower the right leg forward and lift. Lengthen and lower and lift. Reach long out of the hip. Lift that leg up. Inhale, lower. Exhale it up. Again, inhale, lower, exhale to lift, bend your knee, plant your foot. Left leg goes up, hips stay even, lengthen and lower that left leg and lift. Reach long out of the hip and lift back up. Inhale it forward, exhale it up. We have 5 each side. Keep those hips nice and even. And we bend that left knee, plant your foot. Roll down 1 vertebrae at a time till your tailbone's heavy on the mat. Lengthen your legs, heels together, toes apart. We're going to reach the arms back in line with our ears. Feet stay planted. Keep the arms in line with our ears as we inhale, chin towards chest. We round up. We reach up and over towards our feet. Keep that C curve. Relax the shoulders. Slowly round down 1 vertebrae at a time. Your neck and head draw back. Feet are planted, chin towards chest. Round your way up. Reach up and over towards your feet. And then rounding down. Keep those arms in line with the ears as you slowly round down all the way back. Chin towards chest. Round up and over. And then slowly round all the way back down. Keep those feet firmly on the mat. Chin towards chest, rounding up. Reach up and over. Keep that scoop of the belly. Slowly round down all the way. Neck and head draw back. Again, feet are planted. Chin towards chest. Reach up and over. And then slowly round down 1 vertebrae at a time. Neck and head can draw back. Relax the arms. We are going to go ahead and come up to standing on our mat, standing tall, heels together, toes apart, chin towards chest. You can round your way down 1 vertebrae at a time. Let your neck and head be heavy. And we can round up just so you are grazing the mat and draw loose circles with your arms. Reverse your circles. Draw the arms to a stop. Shake the head no, nod the head yes. And that is it. We are all done.
Ugh. That's it. That is our 25-minute abs and arms. Great job to you guys. If you were looking to add anything into your workout, like you're looking for weights or mat or one of these TheraBands here, check out shop.pilatespunx.com. I've got some props listed, and we're not selling them, but it's like a link to the ones that we recommend, and we get a little percentage of your purchase if you choose to go through Amazon with that, because we have an Amazon affiliates account, which is like 2%. It's really nothing. Pennies add up though. If you want to help us out and you just enjoy these free videos, but you want to throw us a few bones, our Venmo is at Pilates Punx, and any amount helps. But these videos are also just here for you to get your body moving, so $0 is totally cool as well. I just want you to make sure that you keep coming back. So thank you so much for joining me in this like super obnoxious outdoor Pilates workout on my new like porch thing that we have here. And I will see you guys next time. To show you guys, this is my view from my mat looking up. I love our fan, but it's kind of nuts that I get to work out. And it's like a half covered, half open patio setup, but it's 73 degrees outside here in LA, and it's January 20th. I watched the presidential inauguration, and then I worked out essentially outside. So, yay LA!